In the senior men's overall, right now we've got in first place in the gold medal position for the overall, Jason Lee of the USA has about a 150-point lead, 175-point lead over Brett Sands of Australia. And Bevan Kelly of New Zealand right now in the overall bronze position. Only 27 points separating Jim Nyberg and Bevan Kelly for that bronze overall. And skier on the water, first skier of this senior men's jump finals from the USA, Chris McWaters, posted an 18.2 in the preliminary round. Jump number one, Chris McWaters, USA. All right. Nice effort there from Chris McWaters, pulling that one out. First jump there for Chris McWaters, 14 meters, 14 meters. Chris is chuckling out there, says it's the short. He just set the record for the shortest jump, he thinks, in inverted jumping history there with that one. A little bit of notoriety there if anybody's tracking that. Next jumper on the water is going to be Fred Groen of New Zealand. Posted an 18.7 meter jump in the preliminary round. It's going to be an exciting event here, folks. We had the top two jumpers were 0.4 meters apart in the preliminary round. And skier on the water, New Zealand's Fred Groen, jump number one. Fred Groen with a nice pop off the top of the ramp there. Couldn't save the landing. Going to get two more tries. That was an 18.1 meter fall for Fred Groen, 18.1 meter. Skier on the water. Chris McWaters, USA, second jump, has a 14-meter jump on the board. And that's a better jump for Chris. A little more up and out versus just out on that jump for Chris McWaters. Chris McWater's second jump, 17.7 meters. 17.7 meters for Chris McWaters. Going to bring out Fred Groen in New Zealand, see if he can hang on to the next one here. Right now, the U.S. enjoying a huge team lead, looks like, in the points with about 1,500-point lead in the team standings. And Fred Groen, jump number 2. Yeah, sticks the landing. Nice job, Fred Groen. Yeah, great effort there by Fred Groen. That was a good jump. Waiting on a distance. Fred just recovering from I think it was a torn pec muscle. So the same jump we had for Fred Groen on the last jump, 18.1 meters, but he hangs on to this one and posts it. 18.1 meters for Fred Groen in New Zealand. Okay, yes, Chris McWater, USA, third and final jump, currently sitting on a 17.7 behind Fred Groen's 18.1. Yep, I've got skier on the water, and with me here, Robbie Groen in New Zealand.
Okay, folks, here we got Chris McWaters coming into the course now. He's elected a 44-mile-an-hour course coming into the boat. It's about a minimum speed. Here he comes over the ramp, does a nice little pop, holds on, gets into that tumble turn. Wow, does he stand up quick enough? We're not quite sure, but he holds on to be able to get the points on the board.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to where the ski out was on the buoy there.
So Chris got a little bit sideways as he came off the ramp. got into that tumble turn position, but I'm pretty sure he managed to turn around and ski it up.
Yeah, I think I heard the radio just say from the boat say it was not a valid jump. Chris is lobbing.
Okay, we got confirmation that was an 18.7 metre fall for Chris McWaters. Next ski on the water now, I believe, is Gordy Courteau from Canada.
Yeah, 18.7. That would have bested Chris McWaters' preliminary round jump by 0.5 meters. That was a nice jump there by Chris.
So right now we're in the finals, and of course, leading in top place, I believe, is Fred Groen with 18.1, followed by Chris McWaters with a 17.7 metre jump.
Yeah, that's correct. And for those who may not be familiar with this event, if you're new to the sport, there is an orange buoy beyond the jump course. You'll see an orange buoy floating out there all by its lonesome. And what that buoy represents is the skier has to be up skiing in the barefoot position. So the butt can't be in the water. You can't be tumbling or dragging or anything like that. You have to be up skiing by that buoy in order to get credit for the jump. And I think that's what the officials were seeing with Chris McWaters. Didn't quite get to the stand-up position before that buoy.
And it's a new rule that's been put in the tumble turn thing. Before, if you tumble turn past 90 degrees, it was a no jump. But now you can do anything you like as long as you're in the skiing position by the time that you hit that 75 metre buoy.
Okay, we've got Fred Groen coming out next. Got skier on the water here. Fred Groen, third and final jump, representing New Zealand.
Okay, eyes on the water now. Come on, Kiwi. Here comes your boy right now, Fred Groen, for his third and final jump. Sitting on a 18.1 metre. He wants to do around about the 20 metre mark. Comes in towards the course, cuts out towards the ramp. Here he goes, off the top he goes. Lands it, unfortunately, doesn't quite get his feet down quick enough and loses the handle.
So, yeah, Fred's been struggling with a few ailments there. Robbie, huh? I hear he had kind of a muscle tear or something here not all that long ago.
Yes, no, he did. It was a very unfortunate accident that he had probably around about 3 months ago. But knowing Fred, he fixed it, repaired it, spent a lot of time on it, and hence the result. He's here today, and he's in the finals with an 18.1 metre jump and currently in the lead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That was an 18.8 metre jump. Very well possibly could be a contending distance if you land that there. Never know how it's going to play out here. We've got 6 more jumpers to come. Next on the water is going to be Canada's Gordy Courteau, who had an 18.8 himself in the preliminary round.
And then follow that, we're going to be having Cameron Smith, who comes to this event with a 19.5 metre jump. Okay, Team Canada, eyes on the water. Here comes your little boy now coming in towards the ramp. It's Gordy Courteau. He's called around about 43 miles an hour, I believe, in the Sanger. Cuts out towards the wake. Over the ramp he goes now, through the air, lands and he skis it away. It's a nice little jump for Gordy Courteau.
Yeah, that's a good solid square jump off the ramp. Hard to tell the distances when you're sitting over here, Robbie. We're getting down the course. When you're sitting like the crowd is there right in front of the jump course, you can kind of see the buoys are in order as they come off the ramp. It's 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meters, the 3 buoys. So
okay, we've got a new leader, folks. That's Gordy Courteau, 18.3 metres, putting Fred now in second place. Followed by Chris McWaters, now sitting in third place with 17.7. So these 3 are now got little gold, a bronze, and a silver medal, but they're all sitting in their back pockets. Will they keep them? There's still 5 more skiers to go.
Next skier, Cameron Smith. This guy really impresses me. I saw him jump at the 2016 World Championships in the USA, and wow, was I ever impressed when I saw him come exploding off the ramp.
And Cameron's a very, very tough competitor. He comes into this round, though, with a slight, very, very small hamstring injury, but I've been speaking to him, and he says it's all good and ready to rock and roll, and I'm sure he's going to make the right choices, and he's going to put a really good score on the board coming into this round.
Yeah, I saw his run the other day in the slalom event, Robbie, where he skied a really nice front pass and then elected not to come back on his second pass because he had a hamstring injury. I was hoping it wasn't anything serious, but I was wondering if it was a strategic move just because jump is such a big event for him, and he's got such a great shot at medaling in this event that maybe it was just something he didn't want to risk.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a seasoned competitor and just looking after his body. But here comes that Sanger into the course now. Cameron Smith coming in for his first jump. Has to jump probably around about well over the 20-meter mark if he wants to take podium finish. And here he comes now. The boat's caught a split through the course. Over the ramp he goes. It's a great little jump, and he holds on and skis away. It's an outstanding jump for Cameron. Now, is he going to do a jump 2 or 3? I'm not quite sure. He's going to wait for that result. He's got a thumbs up. No, Cameron's definitely swimming towards the boat, and he will definitely go for jump number 2, so that means his hamstring is looking good. Okay, the medals are changing. We've got a new lead of 19.6 meters for Cameron Smith from Australia.
Yeah, that's a great score right there. Cameron had 19.5 in the preliminary round, so this is his best jump here yet of the tournament.
Wow, he's going to be so happy with this jump that he just did. I was talking to him before, and he wasn't sure about whether the leg would hold, but obviously it has. And he's put a really good starting jump of 19.6. I've seen him jump well in the 22 meters, so he's definitely going for the podium contention. Down the far end, though, we've got Gordy Couteau coming in for his second jump, setting currently off an 18.3, and that puts him in second place.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie. 18.3 right now gets you a spot on the silver stand there on the podium. But with the numbers we're seeing here, everyone else that follows in the preliminary round jumped over 20 meters. Jump is an exciting event because you gotta ski it away, right? I mean, you get one shot at the landing, and they're not easy. So here we go.
Eyes on the water, here he comes. Gordy up towards the ramp. He's got to get into the 20-meter mark, and he pops off the top of the ramp, but his feet spread a little bit, but he stands it up, and that's going to be an improved score, I'm sure, and we'll get that result very shortly.
Next on the water again, we're going to have second jump for Cameron Smith. 57 years old, 57, 58, I don't know when his birthday is, but 57 at the beginning of this year. Been jumping or water skiing competitively for 20 years.
Okay, that was slightly smaller jump for Gordy of 17.5 meters for Gordy Couteau. 17.5 meters. So we've got the experienced boat crew out there at the moment, the Sanger, the blue Sanger, I believe. And that Sanger there that you see right now, idling back to Gordy Couteau, is going all the way back to Australia. And I think it's going to live in Sydney. So I look forward to seeing and skiing in tournaments behind a Sanger finally in Australia. That'd be kind of neat.
So do you think, is that the boat that's going to pull the next Worlds, or are they bring in brand new boats for that?
I really don't know. I'm hoping they're going to have Sanger for the Worlds in 2020.
Yeah, that's right. I talked to Peter Neggs. He showed me the outboard last night that is very popular there in Australia. Has the 200 Merc on it. Claims it's similar hull to the Sanger outboard, similar wake.
Yeah, no, look, it's definitely a good boat, and with the Mercury on the back, the outboard will definitely also be a very, very good choice, I'm sure. But coming down the course for jump number 2, Cameron Smith. He's put a good score on the board. Jump number 2 coming in towards the course now. He's calling around about that 43, 44 mile an hour mark. Sets himself up over the top. Oh, that's a bigger jump. Oh, that was horrendously bigger, but unfortunately loses the handle.
Yeah, that had some nice pop there. Cameron got up. He got all the ramp on that one. He had good lift coming off the ramp. Kind of excited to hear the distance on that. I know I have a good feeling it's over 20.
Wow, what a big fall that was, and I'm sure he would want that score. That was a fall of 20.4 meters for Cameron Smith.
Yes.
The next skier after this will we be going into Jim Nyberg from Sweden, followed by Brett Sands from Australia, Jason Lee from America, and then Bevan Kelly from New Zealand. And the conditions here today are absolutely outstanding. It's a pleasant 26 to 27 degrees, very similar to the New Zealand climate right now. Rained a little bit last night, but we just got our feet wet a little bit, but we all recovered from it. And we look forward to more of this beautiful weather to finish off the World Championships this year for 2018.
These skier on the water. Third and final jump for Gordy Croteau of Canada.
Now, will Gordy be able to get past the jump that he did? He did a 19.1. He's got to jump in the 20-meter mark. It's going to be a big jump here coming from Gordy. Here he goes up towards the ramp. Cuts out hard, pushes off hard. Unfortunately, his feet spread, gets a little bit sideways, and unable to ski away.
Yeah, we see the wave there. That's good. It looked like he took the landing on his back there. Sometimes the kidneys can get a little shocked when you do that, but he gave the wave. He's okay. He kind of got turned around there on the jump.
So skier from Sweden now swimming out, Jim Nyberg, now swimming up for his first out of his 3 jumps. He comes into this tournament with a 20.3 meter jump. So he's got the potential also standing on the podium. But our leader currently is still Cameron Smith of 19.1 meters.
Yeah, right now in the gold medal position with 19.6, we have Cameron Smith of Australia, followed by that 18.3 meter jump by Gordy Croteau of Canada, and currently clinching to the bronze medal spot right now with 18.1 meters is Fred Groen of New Zealand, and we have 4 jumpers remaining.
Wow, if I was Fred, I'd be sweating right now, but the options are very high that Fred could be a podium finish. He's got a bronze medal in his back pocket, but is he going to keep it? I can see Jason Lee, he's now getting into the water. We've got Jim Nyberg, he's going to get onto the back of the boat. We've still got Brett Sands, and of course, our flying Kiwi all the way from New Zealand, Bevan Kelly. Okay, I can hear the motor of the Sanger now powering into the course, pulling the skier out of the water. Coming down the course now will be Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith, third and final jump.
Okay, he's a leader right now of 19.6 meters. He wants to get in that 20-plus sort of mark. Will he do it as he comes up? Here he goes. Over the ramp. It's a good jump, too. And he sticks it. Woo. Wow.
Unbelievable. 57, 58-year-old Cameron Smith of Australia just defies age every year. Continues to get it done.
And the crowd ownership we've got now, you can see Brett Sands swimming out and giving Cameron a hug. A great congratulations. Okay, he's upped it now, 20.7 meters.
Cameron Smith, they're raising the bar. And we're going to bring out Jim Nyberg of Sweden, who had a 20.3. He's going to have to jump better than that to pass Cameron Smith. And Brett Sands of Australia had a 21.7-meter jump in the preliminary round.
So you can see on the back of the boat there, the sanger now called Barefooter. Brett Sands just getting into the back of the boat now and giving the instructions. This is a real hard, solid competitor. And if anyone wants to take the gold, I'm sure Brett's going to squeeze one out today.
All right, here we go. Skier on the water.
All the way from Sweden, Jim Nyberg coming into the course now. Comes into this event with a 20.3-meter jump, so he can do it as well. Up towards the ramp, he's got to get the timing right, and it's a good timing as well. Oh, and he sticks it.
Yeah, he's pumped.
Nearly out the front door, but he makes it.
Yeah, that was a beautiful jump there for Jim Nyberg. He exploded off the top of that ramp. He got a full extension. Good distance. He got some boat crews giving a thumbs up on that, so we'll wait for a distance, but that looked like a beauty to me.
Oh, I reckon that's definitely going to put him up front. It's going to be over that 20-meter mark, I'm sure, and we'll get that result very, very shortly. Oh, 21.6 meters. We have a new leader, and we have got some pressure for the boys moving forward.
That's a meter and a half longer than Jim put up in the first round. So, wow, he's bringing his game today.
And he's going to put a lot of pressure on Brett Sands, Jason Lee, and Bevan Kelly.
Yeah, he sure is, because right now, you know, that if you look at what was skied in the preliminary rounds, 21.7 is the bronze position. So 21.6 is not a bad jump to be positioning yourself for the medal.
And that was Jim's very first jump. He's got 2 more jumps to go. So he's sitting in a very, very good position. He's got a gold medal now in his back pocket. 3 more skiers. It's not guaranteed by any means.
Yeah, it's always good to get that first one on the board, right, Robbie? It takes the pressure off, allows you to just get a little more aggressive on number 2 and number 3. So really nice position to be in for Jim Nyberg. I like his chances here.
Oh, I do too. And I've been in that position before where you miss 2 jumps, you got your 3rd jump to go, and it's not a good place to be. So Jim's looking in, he'll be feeling really good right now, feeling really good.
Yeah, he looked pretty excited after that, pumping the fist on the landing there. And we're going to bring out the next jumper. It's going to be Brett Sands of Australia.
Okay, Australia, here comes your skier right now. Brett Sands coming in towards the course. He's also can jump well into that 22-meter mark. Over the ramp he goes, in the air, lands it, skis away and stands it up. A good score for jump number 1. Probably not the distance that he wanted.
Yeah, I didn't see the height that we saw in Jim Nyberg's jump, but, you know, good job letting the boat pull you out there. He didn't pull in on the rope. He didn't take any distance off by being unrelaxed. I mean, he stayed nice and relaxed there coming off the ramp, and I think he got everything he could with the way the raise went on the ramp.
Okay, there's a score for Australia. Brett Sands, 19.3 meters. So that's a good little score for jump number 1. 2 more to go.
Yeah, that 19.3 right now would put Brett in the bronze medal position as things stand currently, with Jim Nyberg right now in the gold medal position and Cameron Smith with that 20.7 in the silver slot.
And I've seen Jason Lee and Bevan Kelly, go well into the 23, 24 meter marks, even 25. So we're going to see some real big distances. So Jim's going to have to increase his distance along with Brett Sands, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't lost sight of the fact that Bevan Kelly is the defending world senior jump champion. He was the gold medalist in 2016 in the USA. That guy can fly. He gets out there off the ramp.
Okay, coming to the course now is
second jump.
Brett Sands from
this would be Sweden.
No, it's Jim Nyberg from Sweden. Here he comes now in towards the course on his second jump. Did a 21, just over 21 meter mark. Here he comes. pops it off the top, nice and tidy. Unfortunately, lands a little hard and loses the handle and skids to a halt.
Yeah, I really like Jim's. I really like his extension that he's getting off the top of the ramp. He's really getting some altitude. He's really got his timing dialed in.
Got a few announcements to make. Tomorrow night after the skiing and festivities, we will be running a night jump. It's the Dwayne Williams night jump here on site. So anyone wanting to enter the night jump, we're going to take 20 jumpers, the first 20. You can sign up in the garage at our merchandising desk. It's $25 sign-up fee. The first 20 jumpers to be a 9 o'clock start. And we'll go to about 11. We're going to say it's for the open division only. You need to be in the open division to be eligible. So down to the merchandising desk in the garage, $25. Sign up for the night jump. We're taking the first 20 entries.
Okay, Jim Nyberg, he had a fall of 22.6 metre fall for Jim, so he would have really wanted that one. And I'm pretty sure that would have actually put him on the podium. Guaranteed.
Yeah, well, it would be interesting because Brett Sands would have a chance to beat it for the bronze, right? So we're getting down there. After Jim and Brett, it's going to be real clear who's on the podium.
And down the far end, Brett's is going to come down the course very shortly for his second jump. Now remember, Brett Sands, he's got a score here of 19.3 metres. And comes into this event with a 21.7. Okay, I can hear Australia calling out their boy now, Brett Sands, as he comes in towards the course. He's got to jump well in that 21, 22 metre mark. As he approaches the ramp, he gets a time and he pops off the top. Oh, and he sticks it.
I think that was a better jump than Brett, better than the first one. He looked like he got more of the ramp on that one, got kicked up a little more, not as flat of a jump.
Yeah, no, that was a good jump from Brett. Unfortunately, didn't get all the ramp that he wanted to use and probably left about halfway through it, but he held on and got some good points on the board. But that was a 20.4 metre distance for Brett Sands. So Jim Nyberg from Sweden is still sitting in first place so far with his jump of 21.6 metres, and he's down the far end, just jumping in the water now, getting ready, giving the instructions to the driver. Not quite sure what type of boat speed he'll be calling, but I'm sure Jim will be way up in the 44.5 metre miles an hour sort of mark, trying to get the most speed, to get that most distance, and get that timing to get the jump that's required, so he'll get a good podium finish or a gold medal.
Yeah, 21.6 right now is the top spot, so it's all up to Brett Sands on his third and final jump, but he could get a bigger distance here and secure his chances.
But here comes Jim now up towards the ramp. How is he going to time it this time? And here he goes, pops it off the top. It's tidy. And he goes out the front door. That was so close, and I'm sure that Jim probably wanted to make that jump, but unfortunately, out the front, and that will be a no jump.
Yeah, that looked like a really good jump too. It's too bad Jim couldn't land that. He's in a good position right now. He's going to have to back his way in though a little bit, I think. 20.7.
Sands' second jump.
Sands, 20.4.
Brett Sands' second jump was 20.4 metres for Brett Sands. Swimming out now is Jason Lee. He'll be getting ready for his three jumps, and I can see Bevan Kelly from New Zealand warming up, getting his helmet on, and he'll be in the water shortly as well. And of course, he's leading this event in the semis, But now it all starts again. But he does come to this event with a grand jump of 23.5 meters. And he was extremely consistent during his jumps in round one. So you've got to remember in the seniors division, there's only 2 rounds, round 1 and the second round are the finals, and they are happening right now.
Yeah, nothing lost there on that last one from Jim Nyberg. That was a 20.7. He's already posted a 21.6, so that wouldn't have helped him out at all. But 21.6 right now that Jim posted is the top score, so he's currently in the gold position. And Brett Sands coming in, third and final jump right here.
Okay, now Brett's got to jump well over that 21.6 meter mark. He has to go around about the 22 meter mark. Will he do it as he comes up the ramp? Oh, that's a good little bit of distance, and he sticks it and he holds it. If it's going to be enough, we're not quite sure, but he has put the points on the board.
Once again, we have the night jump tomorrow night, starting at 9 o'clock, taking the first 20 open skiers to sign up in the garage at the merchandising desk.
Yep. Third jump for Brett Sands, 19.8 meters. Congratulations, Jim Nyberg. You're on the podium.
Yeah, so let's do some mathematics here. So Jim's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Second place.
20 meter? Who got the 20 meter jump early on?
Cameron Smith.
20.7. He's in the silver right now.
So Jim would be very happy right now. He's definitely guaranteed a podium finish. There's only 2 more skiers to go, Jason Lee and Bevan Kelly. And are they going to push Jim off to one side, or is Jim going to advance? It's a pretty good jump that Jim did there of that 21.6 meters. But Jason Lee, I've seen him fly well in the 24, maybe even 25 meter mark, Jason Lee has.
Yeah, he had that 23.1. So he, if he jumps what he can jump, he should find himself on the podium. These two guys aren't seeded 1 and 2 out of luck or chance or skiing a best. This is something that they're accustomed to doing for both of them. So all they have to do is go out and do what they do, and they should be all right. Here we go.
Team USA, here it comes. Jason Lee from America coming up towards the ramp now to get that ultimate timing. Whoa, oh my God, he does an absolute corkscrew. That's not a good jump at all, but he's got 2 hands up.
Yeah. Fortunately, Jason's resilient. He got the hands up right away, which is a good sign that he's okay. He didn't take his time getting his hands up. He popped those up, but yeah, it looked like he took that one right in the ribs there.
That would have been really interesting to see if we had some replay on that. You could see him coming up towards the ramp there, and somehow he did a massive corkscrew, but he did the right thing and held on. That was a 21.9 meter crash for Jason Lee, so that would have been a good jump on the board if he would have skied it out.
Yeah, it would have actually put him in the top spot right now.
And he would have got bonus points for freestyle as well.
Yeah, that had kind of the X Games format look there, didn't it?
Yeah, that's it's not a good place to be when you're corkscrewing through the air like that. But Jason knew what to do, and the best thing to do is to hold on to the handle so that you get yourself back round again, and the landing will be only 50% as hard.
Yeah, that's good advice there.
You'll see that also in tournament jumping on skis. You know, if the guy goes out the front, they hold on to the last minute, pull themselves around before they crash versus letting go in the mid-air.
Yeah, I think the proverbial yard sale starts when you start ditching out early, huh?
No, that's for sure. But and Bevan Kelly would have seen that jump, so he knows that Jason's missed his jump number 1. Got 2 more jumps to go. So Bevan Kelly will be down the other end giving his instructions. I know that he also calls a 44.5 miles an hour, and I think he calls a wide. So he likes that boat to be quite wide of the course. So when he approaches up towards the ramp, he's kind of like got like a little bit of a glide in.
Here we go, defending world champion, senior men, Bevan Kelly of New Zealand, jump number 1.
Here goes the Kiwi boy now over the ramp. It's a good jump. Again, he sticks a beautiful opening jump. That's going to be well in that 21-plus meter mark, and he's going to be happy with that first jump. With 2 more jumps to go, we'll get the score very shortly.
Yeah, Bevan Kelly there making a statement right out of the gate with that one. That was a big one. Again, 21.6. Jim Nyberg scores is the current leader.
Wow, check this score out. The Kiwi's doing it with a 23.2 meter jump for Bevan Kelly. That puts him right into the first spot for gold medal. Probably not in his pocket, but more under his helmet. He's got 2 more jumps to go, and you've got to remember the next jump size down is 21.6, and Jason Lee is the only person that can now bang Bevan Kelly out, and he has to jump a 23.2 meter jump.
That's correct, Robbie. So right now, Bevan Kelly, the worst he can do is take home a silver medal. So, you know, a lot of jumping here left. We got 2 jumps for each of these guys.
Bevan Kelly's been training very, very hard in the jump event, and he's a very, very focused competitor and skier, and he's been working hard to be a podium finish, and today's results have shown it. And with that opening jump, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Jason Lee. But however, I know Jason Lee, he can also go well into that mark, and on the second run, coming in towards the course, look out everybody, Jason Lee will be definitely putting a stamp. Eyes on the water, America. Here it comes. Jason Lee coming in for his second jump. Jump number 1, unfortunately, didn't quite ski away with the corkscrew. Coming up towards the ramp. He's got to get that timing. There we go. Oh, he does it again, but this time.
Oh, he hangs on. Wow.
He hangs on. That was brave.
Yeah, he got snapped again, but this time he pulled it back around.
But unfortunately, it's probably not quite big enough. So that's probably not around that 23 meter mark. It's going to be a little bit smaller, but is he going to go and squeeze out the silver and push Jim away? We're going to find out that result any second now. Okay, that ain't going to do. That's a 19.5 meter jump for Jason Lee, so that won't do it, but he has 1 more jump left to go.
Right now, we got 21.6 for Jim Nyberg, your leader. 20.7 Cameron Smith in the silver position. And clinging to the bronze at 20.4 is Brett Sands of Australia.
Okay, so Brett will be sitting on the bank now with a bronze medal in his pocket, but not guaranteed. Nope.
Yeah, sorry. I think, I did. It's right now with the bronze is actually Cameron Smith, because of that 23.2 we just saw from Bevan Kelly. So Bevan Kelly right now in the gold position with 23.2, 21.6 Jim Nyberg silver, and that would be Cameron Smith 20.7 in the bronze.
Right, so Jason Lee has to jump over 20.7 meters to get a bronze and then carry him through to the next silver or gold medal. And very shortly we're going to find out where Cameron Smith will be sitting as Bevan Kelly. Correct?
Bevan Kelly, jump number 2, New Zealand, on the water.
Here he goes. Come on, Kiwis, eyes on the water. Here comes your boy now. He's already got a 23.2 meter jump. Will he get even a bigger distance to make it harder for Jason? He goes over the top, and it is a big jump, and he skis away. An excellent jump for Bevan Kelly. How consistent is he this weekend?
As consistent as always. I just always think of Bevan Kelly as time after time, he's so consistent. Off the ramp, he's a guy 3 for 3 typically. He doesn't miss many landings on the ramp.
No, and his best season in jumping is happening right now, this very, very minute, which is pretty outstanding. Okay, it's a little smaller. 22.2 meters for Bevan Kelly. 22.2 meters. So he's going to keep the current distance with 1 more jump to go.
After this, we're going to run right into the junior jump event. junior girls, junior boys. And that'll round out the skiing for the day. There will be a team managers meeting at the tournament headquarters, if you call it, the CCAN Central, directly following skiing. So tournament managers meeting there. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have everybody here on site for an 8 o'clock start, 8 a.m. start, and some determination about the possible weather conditions. So 8 a.m. start tomorrow. Team managers meeting immediately following this event today at the CCAN Central. A few more announcements to come shortly.
Okay, this is a big jump here coming up. Jason Lee with a 19.5. That is not enough to be on the podium right now, and he's going to need at least a 20.7 to get on the podium.
And Jason Lee, as he comes into the course now, he's going to decide where everybody has a medal or not today. Here's the guy coming in right now. He's got to jump well into that 22, 23 metre mark. Will it happen as he comes up towards the ramp now? Pops off the top. It's a big one.
Oh, Jason Lee delivers.
That's an outstanding effort for Jason Lee. He's got to be absolutely happy with that. And
Jason Lee, you know, I didn't even want to bring it up because you don't want to jinx anybody, but when I was watching this, I was thinking of the open round, the semifinal where Jason went out. He missed 3 jumps in a row, was kind of frustrated, and here he comes out back against the wall, knowing he's like down in the 5th spot, needing a 20.
Wow, we've got a new leader. We have it. 23.5 meters for Jason Lee from America.
Woo! Wow.
Kevin's got one more jump.
One more jump left.
Yes.
Yeah. Going to get exciting here, folks. Bevan Kelly, 0.3 meters behind Jason Lee in the silver medal position. One final jump to capture the gold. It all comes down to this remaining jump right here.
So Bevan Kelly, he's going to make that choice for us, but unfortunately Cameron Smith has now slipped into 4th place. Jim Nyberg now sits with a bronze. Jason Lee taking the gold currently, and Bevan Kelly slips slightly back with a silver, but it's going to all change, I'm sure, as the Kiwi comes flying back into the course now, and now has to jump over 23.5 meters if he wants to take the gold.
Yeah, let's take a look at this in a little more detail here. 23.5 is what Bevan put up to get into the final round here. So he has skied 23.5 this week. That's what it's going to take to at least assure a tie, and I assume it would be a jump off.
Once again, just a little announcement. We are going to have a night jump tomorrow night. And you can register for the night jump, $25 little fee to enter in the garage where the merchandising booth is, where we're selling all the T-shirts and towels.
But right now, everybody, eyes on the water, Team New Zealand. Here comes your boy right now, Bevan Kelly, coming up towards the course. He has to jump a 23.6 metre jump. He wants to get the gold. He's got a silver. Will he do it? And here he goes, up towards the ramp. It's a big one again. Oh!
Jason Lee takes home the gold.
Bevan Kelly, unfortunately, doesn't hold on the handle, and he unofficially takes the silver.
Silver medal for Bevan Kelly.
And Jim Nyberg from Sweden takes the bronze.
Congratulations on a great event, gentlemen.
All right, we have the junior girls division now up for their jump finals. Junior girls jump finals up now. We're going to be doing all of the medal presentations tomorrow on site. We're going to be, skiing's going to wrap up today. Going to have a tournament meeting, and then all the medal presentations will take place tomorrow on site after the skiing is completed.
Boy, that's a heartbreaker. The last jump for Bevan Kelly, 23.5 meters on the fall. 23.5 meters on the fall. That would have tied the winning jump there. But as it is, the way it shapes up, taking home the bronze medal from Sweden with 21.6, Jim Nyberg. Your silver medalist with 23.2 meters from New Zealand, Bevan Kelly. And your 2018 World Barefoot Senior Jump Champion, gold medalist from the USA with 23.5 meters, Jason Lee.
Wow, what an we've had some unbelievably exciting finals here, Gus, today. It's incredible. I mean, it's exciting watching it here. I hope it's exciting watching it on the beach, but so close. These athletes are so close, and just some fantastic finals.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch these guys. That was a third and final jump for Jason Lee. He wasn't even on the podium. He needed to land that just to get on the podium, and he puts one up that takes over the gold. That's how crazy things have been this week.
We've got on the water right now April Foster from New Zealand. First jump. Nice, beautiful jump, nice solid landing. April Foster from New Zealand.
We've got 4 jumpers here.